In this video, I will speak about the planetary combinations, planetary positions, and planetary yogas in certain natal charts that make some of the youngsters in the society remain unmarried forever. What is the house in a natal chart representing the married life of a boy or girl? Seventh house from Lagna, or you can call it ascendant. Seventh house from Lagna or ascendant in a natal chart stands for married life, stands for conjugal relationship, stands for life partner. What are the other houses related to marriage in a natal chart? Second house, fourth house, eighth house, and also 12th house. Why second house? Second house represents family. A person's family would mainly consist of mother, father, brothers and sisters till the time of marriage. And after marriage, the person's family would consist of wife or husband and children. Next, why fourth house is related to married life? Fourth house stands for happiness drawn from a family, and family is wife and children. So fourth house also directly or indirectly related to married life. Again, I said eighth house. Eighth house in a natal chart from Lagna becomes the second house for the life partner. If the chart belongs to you, your life partner's second house is eighth house in your chart. Eighth house in a particular person's chart would become the family house for his or her life partner. When you take it directly, eighth house represents longevity of a person. So either way, the eighth house from Lagna is very, very important for the person who owns the chart and for the person who becomes his or her life partner. Next, 12th house. Why 12th house is important? 12th house represents bed comforts, sexual comforts. So, second house, fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, and also 12th house are directly or indirectly related to marriage of a person. All these houses individually or together convey the expression of happiness, married life, conjugal relationship, prosperity, longevity, and comforts. Now, coming to the point, when any of these houses are destroyed in a natal chart because of the malefic influence, marriage could never be possible. For example, second house is under threat from malefic planets like Mars, Saturn, and Rahu or Ketu. The person would not have a family. Or if the fourth house comes under the influence of malefic planets like Mars, Saturn, and Rahu and Ketu, there would be no happiness drawn from a family. If there is heavy malefic influence on seventh house and its lord, and the seventh house lord is weak with afflictions or combust or debilitated, marriage may not take place. The person concerned may never get married, may never get a life partner. Think of the eighth house. If there is heavy malefic influence on the eighth house, one would never get married. because it is the second house for your life partner, and when there is malefic influence on the 8th house, that is your partner's second house, there is no question of your partner getting a family life. Sometimes the negative influences can be indirect. Unless you study a chart carefully, you would never be knowing. The indirect influences operate in a different way. Suppose we are talking about fourth house. Fourth house stands for happiness, drawn from a family. Fourth house represents happiness of a particular person, right? Now, suppose there are 2 or 3 malefic planets sitting in the third house. The person may never get married because when there are malefic planets in the third house, fourth house would get destroyed. Because if there are malefic planets in a particular house, they destroy the next house. That is called a principle of negation. Based on that principle, if there are 2 or 3 malefic planets in third house, fourth house gets destroyed. Now, please take a look at the chart before you. Similarly, when there are malefic planets in 6th house, 7th house gets destroyed. Now, please take a look at the chart before you. There could be hundreds of planetary combinations, yogas or influences or planetary positions in a particular chart, hidden or open, that lead to the person remaining unmarried. Also, the destruction of any of these houses concerned with marriage can happen in some other ways. For example, there are 2 combust planets in 7th house or in 12th house or in 2nd house. There may not be a marriage. Now, please take a look at the chart before you. Sometimes the 7th house can get crucified can get sandwiched between malefic planets from the two sides. In such cases also, you cannot expect a marriage to take place. Now, please take a look at the chart before you. Suppose there are malefic planets in third house. There are malefic planets in fifth house. That is, fourth house is destroyed. There can be no marriage. So, the influence of malefic nature on a particular house dealing with marriage or happiness or conjugal happiness or bed comforts can be in any shape.